speak with you about just this entire run by this team and for you personally what it means?
It's been an exceptional run, obviously. From back in October to today, it's been unbelievable. For us to be playing until June the 7th was an incredible story. And like I said, we just took it one day at a time and one game at a time, as I told you, all year long. And you know, we had an incredible run. We fell a little bit short, obviously, to the big prize, but it was an unbelievable season and got the best out of our team, and that was really important for us.
Jesse Granger, Las Vegas Sun. You've given a lot of guys opportunities this year that didn't have them, and you've taken advantage of them. Do you think it changes maybe the way you look at things going forward? Maybe just the way you view things in general, giving guys a chance, maybe younger guys, and just how has the way this season unfolded affected the way you coach going forward? It
doesn't. This is the way I coached always. It just it turned out to be an expansion team, obviously, with players coming from all different teams. So we put the team together as best we could through training camp. Worked out real well. The lines came together real quickly. The character in the room came together real quickly. And again, we didn't make a big deal out of us being an expansion team. We made a big deal of us getting ready to play every night, competing every night, and trying to win games. And I think for the most part, we did a great job of that. Our players really responded every night, hit hard, and whoever's in the lineup played the best they could play. And that's what happens when you work hard and compete hard and you give yourself a chance to win. You have an outstanding season like we did.
Coach Ron Futrell, now is this the most fun you've had in hockey, going back to your playing days?
It is up until last night. I mean, we had an exceptional season, we had exceptional fun, and like I said last night, you get that close to the prize and it really hurts. But you know what, it makes you a better person for it. You go through that experience, and hopefully when we get there again, sometime in the near future, hopefully, that you know, we'll prepare for it better for it. But we lost to a real good hockey team last night. Washington was a great team. You can't take nothing away from them. They made us, you know, they made us not play as well as we played in the past. And they competed, they battled. They got great superstar hockey players, so they deserve to win the Stanley Cup, and hats off to them.
Your players in the locker room seem to have a mixture of amazement and disappointment. That sort of mixture. Imagine you feel the same way. They also all are saying they would like this locker room to look very similar next year. Do you concur with that as well?
Yeah, no, I mean, you know, it's pro sports and pro hockey. We'll see what happens, and George and Kelly and our staff will, you know, look at things in the near future. I mean, as you know, free agency starts real quick. It's July 1st. We went so deep that there's a lot of stuff that's going to happen pretty quick. The draft comes up, development camp comes up, free agency comes up. So the season isn't over yet. I mean, hockey's done, but there's still a lot to go on. So we'll see what happens, and I'm sure a big part of our team is going to be back for sure. And it's a good group of guys, and you try and get better every year. So we'll do the best we can.
Ed Granger, Review Journal. On that sense, you have to be excited, I would assume, that he has set up a roster where this will never be an expansion team in that way. He'll always probably contend going forward with this roster. That's the first part. I assume you're happy about that. Two, you've always said he makes the decisions and you coach with some of these decisions. Do you expect to be involved? Do you want to be involved, or do you just kind of want to go home for the summer and you're going to get the team you're going to get?
Yeah, I think we talked about it all the time. George isn't going to pick up some players and not ask me about the players. We discuss players all the time. We discuss lineups all the time. So we're in contact daily, whether we're here or not, and you know, they'll go into things and see what's available, and you know, we'll talk about those players or talk about the players we want to keep and all that. So it's a daily discussion about players.
And going forward, you have to be excited about this roster.
Very excited. I mean, like you talked about, it's not a typical expansion. I mean, we got some star players on the hockey team, we got some character guys on the hockey team, so it's not like we're going to take a step or two back next year. We're going to continue to build and continue to try and get better.
I believe two more with Dave Shane and Dave Western.
Dave Shane, Review Journal. Obviously, we've seen, you know, the NHL the last few years, the high-end talent, you know, that it takes to win a Stanley Cup. Crosby and those guys in Pittsburgh. You mentioned their superstars. You feel like maybe that was just the difference a little bit, their superstars in this series?
No, I think it was our team in the series. I mean, you looked at a lot of their guys that made a difference. I mean, obviously, Ovechkin, Kuznetsov, and Backstrom were outstanding, but Devontae Smith-Pelly was really important. Wilson was really important. You look at their decor, there was guys that aren't stars that were really important to their group. So I believe it takes a team to win, and you know, I think if you ask the Washington Capitals, they'd say it's their whole team as far from their superstars. So, you know, so our guys worked hard. And again, up until this series, you looked at our team and you said, people would say there's no superstars, but we beat 3 pretty good teams to get there, so.
Dan Webster, along with Gerard.
Danny Webster, NHL.com. Coach, back to training camp, the very first question, albeit jokingly, you were asked was, what's it going to take to win the cup? So if you were to look back at training camp and answer that question, how would you answer it this time?
Well, probably the same way. Didn't even think about it. I mean, that question, I don't remember that question being asked at training camp. Did you ask that question?
It was definitely not, it was definitely not me.
I don't remember that question. Now, if they would have said playoffs, I would have probably laughed a little bit too, but to say the Stanley Cup, I wouldn't even respond to that question. No, we had an incredible year. It was from day one. I mean, there was no expectations about playoffs, or there was no expectations about winning 20 games. It was about coming to play every night. And I think I told you that you're probably sick of me saying that. It's about the next game. It's not about the game that happened last one. So we just take the one game at a time and went through 82 games and finished first in our division, which was a great accomplishment for my players. I mean, they worked hard, they competed hard, and then you go into the playoffs thinking, you know what? It'd be incredible to win a couple of games here. It would be incredible to try and win a first-round series just to get the experience for your players. And then, you know, we do an unbelievable job against LA. We sweep the LA Kings, a very good, experienced playoff team, and it was an unbelievable feeling for our staff and for our players. And then you go on to the next series and you say, you know what, San Jose's a real good team, but you didn't fear them. You felt like you were going to, you know, if you played well, you'd win, and that's what happened. And then you play a team, Winnipeg, who's, to me, was one of the best teams in the NHL this season, and we go into that series and lose game 1, and everybody's counting us out. And then, you know, we peel off 4 games and win in a row to beat Winnipeg. So, again, it was an outstanding thing, but it wasn't like, you know, I was surprised by any of it. The way our team played the second half of the season, the confidence that we built over the second half of the season, there wasn't a team that I was afraid of, and that's the way our players were. We didn't matter who we were going to play. We played well. We had a chance to win. So that was the feeling with our group.